Hi Stampers, it's Gigi with StampFUNatics. Thanks for joining me today. And today I want to show you how I made 6 cards out of one piece of designer series paper. This is what the paper looked like to begin with. And as you can see, it's kind of got a glossy finish, so I hope it's not too shiny for you to see. But there are 3 different pictures, and then you've got 3 more here. And you can cut it down the middle and do like a 4x6. I actually cut mine down to card size, which was 5 1/4, I believe, because I did have a background of cardstock. And the name of the paper is called Easter Joy. Now, I've been using a lot of this, so I'll just kind of show you the scraps and things that I have left. I've got this beautiful plaid, and there's some beautiful Easter paper there. Very spring with all the flowers. I really shouldn't even say Easter, it's spring. And then I do have Easter, which is this with all the eggs, and has a nice brown on the back. Cute for a little basket. Here's another brown on the back. That's a different shape. And then you have these shiny stripes. Let's see, I've got the stripes. Oh, here's another one. I've got this one, which has all these different colors. I'm not sure what the shape is. They look like crosses to me. And then on the back, you have this beautiful, again, spring paper in green. And the colors of this paper, whoops, wait a minute, got my light, I hit. The colors on this paper pack are Balmy Blue, Crumb Cake, Lemon Lolly, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Shy Shamrock. So let me show you how I used that paper. I cut out each of the 6 pieces, and then I matched them up with what I thought would be a good background color. Now, I didn't have Shy Shamrock on hand, so I used the Summer Slush. Let me make sure. Oh, Summer Splash, sorry. Summer Splash is my background color. And I'm using the Easter basket stamps and dies, and I'll show you as I go along. And then I also use the new Sweet Bugs stamps, and well, this one I didn't really use the dies, but I just wanted to show you that they do come with dies too. I'm also using, this is called Easter Time Mix and Match, and that's where I got this basket from here. And then from there, I also used this watering can, and I've already cut out a bunch of mine, so they're not on the page anymore, but you get 2 sheets of each of these patterns. And then I use this flower. Let's see if I've got it here. Well, let me just show you everything that's there, and then we'll come across it. So you do have this watering can. You have 2 different types of bunnies, and like I said, you get 2 of each. You've got all these different Easter eggs, so you've got 2 of those. And let me get the other ones. We've got 2 pink that are more striped. And then we've got these blue ones. You've got more flowers. And this is a bigger set than what I had used here. You've got a wreath, and the wreaths have an inset. I left them in some of them because you could stamp on that, and then you could pop this up and it could be kind of dimensional and put your saying in there. Let's see what else. I've got this beautiful, I think these are, they look like iris to me, but I'm not sure. Daffodils, let's say. You've got these yellow ones. Again, you're going to get 2 of each. I've got these cute little flowers that are in like 3s. This purple one. Then you get some ferns, and let's see, oh, and then you have some tulips, and I think pink tulips too, so you get 2 of those. And then here's the flower that I used on the card, so that's the one I used right there. So you can add different things to these cards that I've made, but pretty much it's still from one piece of paper. So let me push those all aside. And then the embellishments I'm using, I've used these cute Easter assortments, and they have cute little pink Easter eggs. But then they also have, excuse my voice, blue and yellow dots that are flat, so they'll be real easy for mailing. And I use those on, well, like this one, I wanted the bunny to hold a little Easter egg. And then I kind of scattered them around, put some of the yellow dots. This one, I just put one of the blue dots and the yellow dots in the middle. This one, I did some of the dots and a cute little Easter egg holding him, and then some blue dots around. And then I also used 24-26 in color shimmer gems, and I'm using the pink for this card that I put there. And did I put them on anything else? I don't think so. Oh, and this one. This one I actually used Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems, and then I put just a couple around on this card. So I wanted to show you this card. I started with the base of the Summer Splash. I don't know why I want to say slush. And I used the cute little bee who's in the Sweet Bugs and this little watering can. Aren't they adorable? And then the word Spread Joy. This is why I bought this set. Because with everything going on and people stressed and everything like that, I just want to use Spread Joy in a lot of my cards and just in what I do and what I say. So I'm using this Spread Joy, and I took this piece of paper. This was 8.5 long, and I cut it 4 1/4, and then I scored it at, I believe it was 2 3/4. Oh, I scored it at 3, and the paper is cut at 2 3/4, and then this is the other side of the paper. I'm also using, for my dies, the Nestled Essential Dies, and I'm using the third or the second largest one there. So that's what I'm using for the die that I cut out, this. And then I just colored it, and my blends are, let me get them all for you. I use the Shaded Spruce, Light Balmy Blue, Pretty in Pink, Light, and Light Lemon Lolly. And those are the colors I've used on these cards, and especially for this little bee. And then what I did was I only put dimensionals on this side to hold it, and then I went ahead and cut another one and put it on the inside for where you want to write on your card. So that is what this card will be. Okay, the next one I did Easter, and I said Easter's on its way. And I did use Balmy Blue for my ink, but I do want to tell you, because this is a shiny finish, I hope you can see, don't touch it. Let it dry. Let it just stamp it and put it aside and let it dry, then decorate. So while I punched all these out and I colored and I did my little bunny, it was pretty much dry. It doesn't take long. And I used a piece of Balmy Blue on the back. Put one of those big Easter eggs that you saw from that ephemera set, and the Happy Easter. So cute. And then this one I did, again, I did the bunny and the little chick this time. Stamped the flowers on the bottom in Memento black ink, and then waited until that dried, and then colored Balmy Blue, Pretty in Pink, and Lemon Lolly. And then I just added some of those little flat dots and some of the Easter eggs around it. And on the inside, I just said Easter's on its way, which is in that set. And I stamped another flower. So very cute, very easy, fast. This one, I didn't even hardly do anything because I just punched these out of the ephemera pack, put them on top of this card. This card went end to end, and then you just have the corners that were a little bit shorter, like a 1/8 of an inch or something. And then I said Hello Spring, because this was just a nice spring card. And I didn't put anything in it because I don't know if I wanted to make it a birthday, could be an anniversary, a special occasion. I left this one blank. Now this one, just did a couple bunnies, put a little carrot that's in the set, cut it out, use the egg that I colored, and again, it's in the pink and the lemon lolly. And the inside just said Happy Easter. I didn't put any saying on the outside. Now this one says Hello Spring, again, because of all the spring flowers. And then it already had all this on it. I just put a bunny on top because I thought it was kind of cute. And the bunnies are out in the spring. I already have mine all over my yard. So I know that is something that's very springish. So to go back and show you these again, trying to fit them all in the camera if I can. Let's see, there we go. Okay, made out of one sheet again of that Easter Joy paper, and then you can just go to town embellishing and decorating whatever way you want. So I hope this gave you tons of ideas of what you can do, and especially with these cute sets. I'll be using more of the sweet bugs later as a spring thing, of course, because look at these. These are so adorable. And hello, friend, love you lots, spread joy, my favorite saying. And then the other one is Easter basket, and that is with all the bunnies, the spring flowers, carrot, happy Easter, Easter's on its way, hello spring, and for you. So that would make cute if you're doing a little Easter treat too. And then the dies are awesome. Let me open them and show you. They have an actual Easter basket or spring basket, and you can put flowers in it. Here's some flowers. You can stamp flowers. You can put the bunnies in there. It has grass, and it also has this, which is little pieces of paper. Now, I actually did a whole bunch before, so I just keep them in a baggie, but they cut out about, I think it's 6 of these that you weave in and out of the basket die. And then I also had stamped a bunch of the bunnies because I didn't know what chocolate flavor, if I wanted dark or light. And just some colored ones and stuff. And then I just keep them in here so I can grab them fast. Everything has a die that matches. The bunnies on the basket, the bow. There's a little ruffle here that you could put, you know, as a scallop coming out of the basket. It's just a really cute die set. So you even get more than what you see in the stamps. And again, I just want to show you what I do. Before I use them, I put this down on my copier and I copy it onto a piece of paper, cut it out to fit, and then I know at a glance if I'm missing a die. You know, I could go and look for it, so I know I have them all. The same thing I do with the stamps. Let me show you. And I just tuck that little flap inside. It's just easier to grab the stamps and everything when you want them. I do the same thing with these. I go ahead and take a picture of this face down on my copier. I cut the paper to fit, and then I know as I lay these over what is missing. Now, there's a little piece of paper. I don't want to pull everything off, but it's thin. And what I do is I just lay it right over my template there that I made. And then I take my stamps and I fit it right over it. And then they're all set and they're all compact. And I can, again, see if I'm missing any stamps. So I hope that helps you. This is the way I figured out that works for me to organize. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you want. I'd love to hear your thoughts, ideas that you might have had, or maybe you've already made some cards using this. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. And if you need any of these supplies, you can shop with me at StampFUNatics.com. I'd love to have your business. And have a great day. Thanks.